All right, everybody. Graz World of Sports back with Action PC Hockey from DK Sports. Um, we will be running, maybe finishing at least to the playoffs. I'm not sure if I'll play the playoffs today. The 65-66 NHL season. It's another original six. And in this one, the Red Wings are doing a lot better, which I love. Um, I had a comment on yesterday's hockey video. Yes, Stone Cold Hockey is a great game. It scratches a good itch when you just want something fast and you don't want to get as deep into numbers as this game does. I have both, and I do plan on doing a video later in the chronological thing of the fictitious hockey league that comes with that game with Stone Cold by Stone Mountain Press. So that's coming. But anyway, today we are doing this. So far, we are through December 31st, and the standings right now in last place at 7, 17, and 5 with 19 points are the Bruins. Not sure what noise that was. Then the Rangers at 8, 18, and 5 with 21 points. The Blackhawks, no, I'm sorry, Maple Leafs at 13, 11, and 5 with 31 points. Then the Canadiens, who won my recent project of 1958, at 14, 10, and 4 with 32 points. Then my beloved Red Wings, 13, 11, and 7 with 33 points. And leading the whole thing are the Blackhawks from Chicago, 18, 6, and 6 with 42 points. About halfway through the season, my friend Ryan did say that the Stanley Cup is the oldest trophy in professional sports in America. Not in America, so we're not counting like the jug from the Open in golf. Well, anyway, so the Canadiens did win the Stanley Cup in my 58 replay. So that's what we're playing for here. So anyway, we're just going to do some quick stuff. And let's just play through I guess we'll go 2 weeks at a time. I mean, I'll just have to, run my mouth while they're playing. I hope that's okay with you guys. I'm hoping for the Red Wings here. I'm at least to make the playoffs, because in 58 they were last and not very good. All right, so after 2 weeks, okay, the Canadiens are making a move. Oh, I guess the real race here is who of the two teams that won't make the playoffs, which one's going to be worse, the Rangers or the Bruins? All right, let's go to the 22nd. All right, that was quick. It's best. That's what I like. It's just fast, unless you really want to get into a game, which maybe someday I will make a longer video where I play a game, or at least spectate. All right, so after January, we'll back out and look at the stats a little bit, and then we'll play a little bit more. So let's finish January up. I know this is exciting for all of you because you can't really see what's going on, but the standings are down here and down here if you want to look at them. Okay, so January, did I not? 31st doesn't have anything. Okay, so we're through January. Standings update. The Bruins are now in last place at 8, 27, and 8 with 24 points. Oh. The Rangers are 10, 23, and 10 with 30 points. And those two teams are probably out of it. In the playoff scene, we have the Maple Leafs at 19, 14, and 8 with 46 points. The Red Wings, 17, 13, and 13 with 47 points. The Canadiens, 21, 13, and 8 with 50 points. And the Blackhawks from Chicago, 24, 9, and 11 at 59 points. And leading the world in points for scoring is Bobby Hull with 63. And 1958's MVP, Jean Bellevue from the Canadiens, is in second place with 52. Gordie Howe is in the top 5, which I love. And so is Alex Delvecchio from the Red Wings. Gordie Howe is third in assists with 30. Bobby Hull has 43 goals. 43 goals in 44 games. So that's pretty impressive. All right. So that's through January. Let's play February. Yeah, we'll go to the 12th. I'm not going to go through each of these games looking for like hat tricks and stuff. Just not going to do that. Hope everybody's okay with that. Okay. Now we'll go to the 19th. This is basically just to get to the playoffs. All right. And then we will finish up February. Shouldn't take too long. Okay, we're done with February. Let's go take a look at the standings. Okay, in last place, I think we got about 15 games left. Maybe March is going to be it. The Bruins are 10, 35, and 10 with 30 points. The Rangers are 11, 33, and 12 with 34 points. And then in the playoff picture, the Maple Leafs are 22, 19, and 12 with 56 points. The Red Wings are looking good this year, 23, 15, and 18 with 64 points. Canadiens from Montreal are 30, 15, and 9 with 69 points. And in first place are the Blackhawks still from Chicago, 32, 11, and 13, 77 points. And Bobby Hull, in 56 games, has 52 goals and overall 77 points. So he's probably going to be the MVP. And I'll take it. What I like over here is in the top 10 in points is Pierre Pilot. He's only scored 1 goal, and he's in the top 10 in points because he has 52 assists. That's insanity. But anyway, let's finish up the regular season. I'm not quite sure how far we have to go, but right now we'll just go through the 12th of March. See if Bobby Hull can get to 100 points. I think he probably can. Okay. Then we'll go to the 19th. Alrighty. I don't know how many more games there are. Well, let's finish up March while we're here. Oh, there's been a shift in the balance of power. Let's go look through March. Oh, see, we have just a little bit longer in the regular season. So what we're going to do is we'll finish that up. And I think that should be it. Yep, that's the regular season. Bobby Hull had 98 points. Oh, so close. So close. Okay, so the standings, the Bruins finished in last, 11, 46, and 13 with 35 points. Just awful. The Rangers did finish in fifth, 16, 38, and 16 with 48 points. And then in the playoffs, we have the Maple Leafs, 30, 25, and 15 at 75 points. And then the Red Wings at 29, 21, and 20. Oh, triple 20 at 78 points. And then tied for the number 1 seed, which we will give to... Man, they are just tied straight through. We'll go through and look at and see the tiebreaker. The Canadiens are 40, 18, and 12 with 92 points. And the Blackhawks are 37, 15, and 18 with 92 points as well. Now, the Blackhawks did score 7 more goals, but they also allowed 7 more goals. And way down here on the power rankings, Chicago and Montreal are tied at 50.4. So I think what we're going to have to do is I'm going to have to look at and see how they did against Montreal. Okay, so 0-1. This is going to be boring for you guys, maybe. 0-1, 1-1, 2-1, 2-1-1, 3-1-1, 3-2-1, 3-3-1, 4-3-1, 4-4-1, 5-4-1, 5-5-1. Oh boy. 5-6-1, 6-6-1, 6-6-2. Man, these two teams are just incredibly close. So 6-6-2. I don't really know what to do after that, but for some reason the algorithm puts the Blackhawks in front. Maybe it's alphabetical, but they will be the number 1 seed for the playoffs. I'm not going to play the playoffs today. I just finished the season. So now let's go look at the leaders and the MVPs and all that. Okay, so the MVP for goalies is Glenn Hall from Chicago. He was 35, 13, and 17 with 5 shutouts. And he really ran away with that. For skaters, it's Bobby Hull. He ran away with that completely. So now let's look at these. Hat tricks. Bobby Hull had 4 hat tricks this season. That's incredible. I don't know what these Corsi and Fenwick mean, but whatever. Let's just look at the offense so that we can see it. Goals, Bobby Hull was a dominating force. 66, and then second place was 37 for goals. Wow. And then in assists, Pilot led the league in assists with 57. I'm not going to go through all of that. So, there you go. Bobby Hull's the MVP. Who's the goalie that won him? Glenn Hall. And going into the playoffs, Chicago is the number 1 seed. And the Red Wings have a chance. So that is up to the playoffs through the regular season of the 65-66 NHL season. We'll be back eventually to do the playoffs for this in its own separate video. I've been Graz. Later today, you will get a college football update from 1969 NCAA. So look forward to that, and I'll see you next time.